Similarly, we also stress the need to hold Israel accountable for all of its crimes against the people of the region, including for the gravest crimes committed over the decades against the Palestinian people. Sir, the group of friends committed itself to sparing no efforts to preserve, promote and defend the prevalence and validity of the United Nations Charter. We reiterate our firm and principled position of support and adherence to its tenets, which are not only the legally binding rules agreed upon by all members of the international community to govern our system of international relations, but they are also indispensable for the promotion of international peace and security, the rule of law, economic development, and social progress for all people. We must not lose sight of this as we redouble our collective efforts to advance our shared objectives and to ensure that nobody is left behind, while fulfilling at the same time the promise of the UN Charter, especially to the people of Palestine, who continue to be victim of brutal aggression that is a direct result of the continued negation precisely of that very same promise of peace and justice contained in the United Nations Charter. In this context, our statement today would be incomplete if we did not refer to the current situation in the Middle East and to the ongoing genocide taking place before our very eyes in Palestine. Therefore, we take this opportunity to express our grave concern at the continuing attempts by Israel, the occupying power, not only to perpetuate its criminal occupation of the state of Palestine, but also to ignite and explode the Middle East region as a whole, as demonstrated, among other things, by its repeated and serious violations of international law, including through its provocations and violations against the sovereignty and territorial integrity of several countries in the region, thus demonstrating its intention to escalate tensions on the ground, at the expense of the human rights of the Palestinian people and other Arabs in the occupied territories. Needless to say, such aggressions, attacks and affronts by Israel against international law, Security Council resolutions and the International Court of Justice are all clear and deliberate acts aimed at undermining the United Nations Charter, which this special committee is called upon to uphold. We demand their immediate end, while renewing our call for redoubling efforts towards the achievement of a just, lasting and comprehensive solution to the question of Palestine, rooted in international law. Similarly, we also stress the need to hold Israel accountable for all of its crimes against the people of the region, including for the gravest crimes committed over the decades against the Palestinian people. We categorically condemn in the strongest possible terms the premeditated, heinous attack of Israel against the Islamic Republic of Iran that took place on the 26th of October 2024. We stress that this reprehensible attack constitutes a flagrant violation of the Charter of the United Nations and of the fundamental principles of international law. We also condemn the deliberate attacks of Israel against UN staff in Palestine, which have claimed the lives of more than 200 people. We also express our serious concern and rejection at attempts of Israel aimed at undermining the United Nations, its founding charter, and the main organs of the United Nations, including through attacking the UN Charter itself, as conducted on the 10th of May 2024 by the representative of Israel at the General Assembly, shredding the founding charter of our organisation, and attacking the Secretary General of the United Nations, who was even called persona non grata. Sir, on a separate note, we would like to take this opportunity to express our serious concern regarding the situation that has arisen at this special committee during its last 3 sessions due to the impossibility of adopting the report of the special committee in its entirety as a result of a lack of consensus among its members. In this regard, we urge all member states to reach consensus for the adoption of the final report of the special committee, and at the same time we reaffirm our collective responsibility to revitalise the work of the special committee so that this body can effectively fulfil its mandate as a subsidiary body of the General Assembly. Finally, we conclude by both renewing our commitment and urging all responsible members of the international community for faithfully practicing a true multilateralism, and in which all countries, whether big or small, are engaged alike, as each national contribution is essential for achieving the goals that led to the establishment of our organisation in 1945, and for overcoming the current multifaceted global crisis and the current common challenges humanity faces as a whole, including in terms of international peace and security. Thank you very much.